Breaking news. President Biden appears to have gotten lost once more, and who knows if he will ever find his way off the stage.
Has been lost before and had his dear wife to help him with chocolate pudding and a fresh baby wipe and a helping hand off the stage, but not this time.
Always good to have a fresh baby wipe.
So true, so true.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning.
We got Terry, you got Miss B, got Harvest Mary Moon, WTH,
Yep.
Jennifer Ocean.
Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff lined up for this morning.
Uh-oh. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Let's see. What should we start with? I think I actually put that in twice, but let's see here. There's a lot of stuff about Harris. A lot of stuff. Let's do some Ukraine stuff. We got Ukraine confirms loss of their first F-16. F-16s that they've been crying for all this time to be getting it over there, and we get them over. And yeah, unfortunately, the pilot was lost too. But yeah, they lost the first one. They were in pursuit and did a turn and didn't recover from the turn. And like I said, they don't have the people capable of flying those.
So it's not a shoot down, it's pilot error.
Oh yeah, they didn't get shot down. It was a crash.
Yeah.
They did say anonymous sources and stuff like that,
right.
saying it was this and that, but yeah, it was, they did a bank thing and straight into the ground. It's a shame that, you have to lose a pilot that way.
Right.
But
Harvest, you have a way with words there, Miss Mary. That's funny.
And what's going on in Japan? They make a game show and TV shows about anything. And yeah, let me bring it up here. I thought, they were going to do a slap contest or something, but yeah. You know what they're playing?
I have no idea. No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my God.
Evidently, she got the rock, so it breaks the scissors, so she wins, and she got the title, and everybody freaking out,
Yeah, but they didn't do the 1, 2, 3, and then.
Well,
or is that?
Yeah.
That's just like.
I guess you only do it once here. uh,
That's definitely Namanakapisai.
I'm like, wow, is this really a thing that goes on over there? I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but yeah. I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's entertainment, I guess. And something that's not very newsworthy, but I thought it was very cool. And I've seen this before and whatnot, but these are SpaceX. You know, Elon Musk's rockets coming back from launching satellites, and this is how they come in.
Yeah, that's one. There's two.
And there's no people flying these, by the way. This is all
Yes, sir.
computer run rockets. So go up there and do their thing and come back, land. No pilots. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think one of them fell over the other day, didn't it?
I don't know. Usually it depends where it's at. Sometimes they'll land on a boat, and sometimes they're in Texas where they have a thing that grabs them when they land.
Okay.
Yeah.
Irish, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. My phone updated and changed all my sounds on my alarms and everything, so I didn't wake up.
Oh,
No, I'm not kidding. I remember hitting OK on the button last night and falling asleep and woke up to a different ringtone and everything. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I got a watch that somebody sent me to do a review on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was worth the money they were asking, so I never did the review.
Mm-hmm.
It has so many glitches in it; it's not funny. You have to reset it all the time and everything, and
Yeah, no.
it does blood pressure, your oxygen and all kinds of stuff on it. But it'll just set an alarm and go off when it wants to. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'll have it setting up
That's-
here and it just goes off, and it says it's an 8:21 alarm, and I didn't even set an alarm on that thing. Why is it going off? And it'll go off in odd times of the day. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. So anybody that has an Android, yesterday was an update. Usually everybody gets them at the same time.
I'll always wait at least 2 weeks before I update, because there's always bug fixes afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I should have done it, but my phone wasn't even working if I didn't do it. Like certain things wouldn't work, especially the Omnipod that I have. And I was like, well,
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
yeah. So I do it, and if any bugs come along, it gets fixed in the mist.
Now I did see Defender of the Republic. I keep wanting to call her by her name, but
Yeah.
she put out a video because she's doing radio and little TV spots here and there, so she's been flying a lot here lately. She's
Mm-hmm.
been going to rallies and stuff, and she put out this video, and it's getting a lot of it's getting picked up by a lot of other social media and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and play it.
Here's a quick PSA for anyone doing any commercial travel. When you go through the TSA checkpoint and they check your IDs, there is a machine where it takes your picture. This is optional. People don't realize this. So here's a quick story. I'm at the airport right now. I just went through TSA. When I went through the checkpoint, the line of people ahead of me, the TSA agent said to them, every single person, "Are you okay with me taking your picture?" Every single person said yes until it came to me. And I said, "No, thank you." So he said, "Okay," takes my ID, lets me go. But the guy behind me is like, "Wait, I didn't know this was optional." I said, "Everything's optional. You do not have to give them a picture." So then the guy behind him proceeds to start asking questions. And why do you guys take the picture? And the guy says, "I don't know. It does some facial recognition stuff." But it's not something that needs to be done. It's not mandatory. Guys, stop complying to everything just because they tell you to do something. It is totally optional. Tell them no, and they don't care. No, don't take the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's all. I didn't have to do that when I flew to Florida.
Well, you don't have to. They ask you, "Do you want your picture taken?" And you say no.
They never asked me if I wanted my pictures taken.
Majority of the time, they're going to take your picture anyway.
Right, because
It's already being filed, and
your picture was taken when you walked into that terminal, even before you
walked into the terminal. Yeah, and then you got to go through the checkpoint where they X-ray you, so they're taking a picture.
It's Big Brother.
And I thought this was a funny video here. Farmer and a bull.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, this guy's got funny.
Yeah, that bull's having a blast. Look at him. He's all happy. Woohoo! Long as it's a barrel, I don't care. Yeah. I thought that was a good one.
That's probably 2,000 pounds of fun.
Ooh. If not more. Ooh.
You think that bull's more than 2,000?
Oh, it looked so at least.
He at least 250.
250?
250, maybe more.
And I thought this was a funny video, and it's a skit, so but it still kind of paints a picture. Voting for Kamala Harris doesn't mean I'm stupid. Okay.
Excuse me. Wow.
Let's see what other what other things she's written down here. The music.
That's all she knows what to say.
Well, she's doing it backwards. Yep. It's supposed to be dropping the cue cards from the front, not the back.
There's nothing on the paper she's dropping either.
No, I know.
Like I said, it's a skit, but it's making fun of it. It's making fun of them, but I thought it was funny.
That's good.
She does skits like that all the time. If you just leave it playing, it loops. So she looks like she's doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Here we go, Vermont. Woohoo!
Right, Jennifer.
Sorry for those who are from Vermont, but it's pretty bad when the whole state gets woke. Vermont Department of Health urges replacement of terms son and daughter with gender neutral terms in school. Yeah. If we look down here, see if dang it'll go bigger. Use child or kid instead of daughter or son. So we're not allowed to, come here, son. You got to call him a kid now. Come here, kid.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, say family members rather than household members. What?
My aunt is fuming up there because my great aunt, she moved up there with her family, and she is so much a Republican. And I said, "You're going to be a red dot in a blue sea." She's probably swinging and kicking everybody left and right.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people?
And say family rather than extended family. Why does all this even have to be even said? You know,
Right.
uh,
See, they try to rewrite everything.
Next thing, they're going to be changing the names of trout in the streams they got up there. So
yeah,
That's just the fishy.
yeah, the non-binary fishy.
yeah. You can't call it if it has eggs, it's not a female.
That's right.
Yep. Nope.
It's a they.
They. Yep. They
Yeah.
all live in one. Yep.
So it's what we call them, a swim.
Yeah.
It'll be a swam.
A swim. Swim.
Yeah.
Hey, they have Zim, so swim swam. Yeah.
Right? I think
Zim.
they've always been a little different. Well,
And I thought this was a good one here. Jaguar is a beautiful animal. Especially when you're watching on a screen and not right next to it.
Ian in here.
Yeah, as hot as it been.
Yeah, take it.
Everybody's feeling this. They ain't getting in the pool and just sitting in there.
He's like, lady, you got something I can lean on, like to just relax? Because the rare of them, I think, is down in the water. Hey, CJ.
Uh-oh. Hey.
You
I
drinking
want in
that
here
water.
too.
He's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, it feels so good.
The other one's like, I'm just going to drink it out.
Yeah, I'll save you. Oh, yeah, I watched the ad. I don't know if this is a real ad or not, but it's a good one. Here we go. Let me put that up there.
Are you or your loved ones suffering from illnesses such as TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome? Do you or deny the current issues facing our country, such as historic inflation, illegal immigration, corporate corruption, World War III escalations, and the chronic disease epidemic?
I've heard of this one.
Need to elect someone who was the least popular vice president in modern history, and who offers no policy or vision for America simply because your brain keeps telling you anyone but Trump? If so, you might be struggling from TDS. Introducing Independence. independence allows you the freedom to finally think independently once again. Instead of believing everything you hear from the mainstream media, independence allows for constructive critical thinking.
I used to hear people on the news say things like,
Donald Trump and the movement he has encouraged are a threat to democracy.
and I instantly believed it. With independence, I now realize the media is run by the Democrat elite, who are a corrupt oligarchy that censors free speech, silences political opponents, supports forever wars, and abandons democracy by anointing its candidates.
Independence may not be for everyone. If you enjoy being lied to about your president's cognitive abilities, support Orwellian totalitarianism, or are excited about communist fiscal policy, independence may not be right for you. Common side effects of independence may include an awakening of rational thought, successfully identifying propaganda, freedom of choice, loss of hatred, anti-narcissistic behavior, and love of democracy.
I used to blindly hate whoever my party was running against. I didn't care about facts or policy because I was hopelessly indoctrinated. With independence, I'm much more interested in policies that uphold democracy, and I truly care about the health of our country and its citizens.
Ask your doctor if independence is right for you, and enjoy your freedoms once again.
Yeah. It's supposed to have been an ad, an actual ad, though. It's RFK's team released it. So I guess it is. I don't know.
My gosh.
Interesting ad, though. And they'll be. I can imagine the one side taking a while to figure it out too.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make another cup of coffee.
And we have another questionnaire type thing going on, so I'll just go ahead and play this. It's pretty long video too.
Opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad. I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't.
See, if I was a minority, this would piss me off. You know, people thinking, "Oh, I can't go get my own ID." You know, where it's everywhere, every place, everybody has IDs. You have to. It's actual law that you have to have ID once you hit a certain age, in case you're stopped or something. You have to show an ID in some states. But, you know, if you're going to purchase anything, you have to get a library card, or you need an ID. You need an ID for all kinds of stuff. And when they're sitting there saying that they're too poor, I live out in a box somewhere, so I can't go and get an ID.
Don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for Black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for Black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works. A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
Yeah, how it works.
Yeah, that was a racist remark.
That's beyond racist. That's calling somebody, unintelligent because, I didn't grow up in a rich house, so I don't know how to use the internet. I mean, who doesn't know how to use the internet nowadays? And who doesn't carry a phone around?
Data. For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of Black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the
Florida's closed.
like African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID? That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so like, we know what we need to carry around.
Yeah, everybody that I know have ID. Like, that's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, an ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy cameras?
I know, right? That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's that, on 25th Street.
Do you know where the the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem getting there if you have to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
I had access to the internet for years.
You know how to use it properly, right?
Exactly. I do it at work. So, of course, I know how to use it. My kids know how to use it. They all have iPads, iPods, whatever.
Your phone has data?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually
Unlimited.
Unlimited data.
Mm-hmm. I use my phone as a hotspot.
What does that say to you for the people who have this perception of black people?
They're pretty much ignorant. That's what my thought process was.
I just think that's ignorant. Ignorant.
Ignorant. That's the word
Very,
I hear
very
a lot.
ignorant. Very, very ignorant.
Does it sound racist for somebody to say that?
I think it is a little racist because, you're putting people in a category and you have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe a little bit of racist in it, but like I said, I think it's more stupidity and ignorance.
You're judging somebody, but you're judging them because they're black, saying that they don't got it.
What people are they talking to? Who are these people talking to?
Do you have a problem that if you go to vote and they say, "Can we please see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are"? Are you
Love
cool?
showing my ID.
You have no problem with that?
Nope.
Would you have a problem if when you go to vote, if they say, "Can we please just see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are"? Do you have an issue with that?
No.
Would you have a problem if there was a rule where you have to show your ID in order to vote?
I don't think so. No.
Would you have an issue if there was a rule saying you got to show your ID before you vote?
Nah.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the majority of the issue is because these people watch certain news, and they hear that they're doing is repeating the same thing they heard off the news.
I'd like to add something. Those people that were being interviewed, most of them were outside of a learning institution. That's where they learned all this BS.
Yeah.
Closed doors.
Yeah.
They've been indoctrinated and brainwashed for years to think this way. Academia is your enemy.
Yep.
If they're going to teach stuff like that.
Oh, and this may be coming to and this is for smokers, and yeah. They're trying to get people to stop smoking, everybody that does smoke, they already know it's not healthy, but they're wanting to restrict smoking outside now. You can't smoke inside. Now there's only certain areas you're allowed to smoke, and this is not here yet, so don't worry. But this is over in some countries in the UK and whatnot, and yeah, they're wanting to ban smoking outside. The government said it considering banning smoking in pub gardens and other outdoor areas. So you can be walking down the street and get tickets and whatnot, and you go out. I can just imagine, because a lot of people go outside on their porch and smoke a cigarette. I can see it now, that neighbors calling the cops on people because, oh, my neighbor's over here smoking a cigarette on their porch. Yeah, I don't know. And they say this will actually save, will reduce 80,000 deaths a year from banning smoking from outside. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
If they came around here, they'd be very shocked. We have marijuana smokers and cigarette smokers that sit out on their porches and smoke.
Yeah.
So, you know how we always have a lot of people walking by because dogs and stuff like that, they gotta walk their dogs. A couple people turn up their noses, but they always say hi though. They don't say anything like, ew.
Well, it's not over here, but
There's
a
that
lot
too.
of stuff bleeds off of
Oh yeah,
other
a chain
countries that
reaction.
they tested out.
Yeah, chain reaction. Oh, speaking of that, I'm sitting on my picnic table. I'm gonna sparkle now. But yeah, for me, if they're smoking outside, then just I don't know. I would rather have them smoke outside than inside. But I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of Karens out there.
Yeah, a lot of Karens.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. And I smell, because I used to be a smoker, so I can smell it, and I can almost taste the nicotine when somebody's smoking, and it's worse when somebody gets some cheap cigarettes, because it smells even worse.
Yeah, it smells like a moldy stale cigarette that they're smoking. Because every time I go into the hospital, I would have to stop smoking and then come home and I would smell it like before I even walked through the door at the condo. It's just like, ugh. But then you start doing it again. I don't know why.
And let's go ahead and get into some of the Harris stuff that's going on here. Oof. Harris actually bussed in people from up to 4 hours away to get people to her rally. People had to sit in buses and vans driving 4 hours to get to this rally. And let's go ahead, play a couple videos here. I think there's more than one video. Yeah.
Well, wait, how long does the rally usually last? Like when you get there?
It depends. Dang it! This just jumped into another thing. Why did he do that?
Those people wasted all day for nothing.
Yeah. We'll see if this one plays.
The time frame.
But catch this. It's been since 1992 since a presidential candidate came to Savannah, which was Bill Clinton in the hostess city. Now, at the End Market Arena itself, lines stretched around the venue, as I was just telling you, and people started getting here as early this morning for the vice president. But for those a little further away from the hostess city, shuttles to the rally contained a lot of excitement.
I was in Atlanta and I heard that the vice president was going to be in Savannah, so I decided to just kind of beeline over here and check it out.
It is
yeah. think I would check it out. They must be offering like free food and stuff like that on the buses or something too to get people like luring them in.
Well,
We'll take care of you for the day.
yeah, there is a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah.
And I will tell you, when we get this done together, my friend, and when I am president, I will take on the bad actors who exploit a crisis. Hold on. You know what? Here, hold on. Here's the thing. The courts are going to handle that. We're going to beat them in November. We're going to beat them in November. Okay? We'll beat them in November. We'll handle that.
Why did she have to change her voice when she goes down south?
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
Yeah, 2024. Like she's. Mm-hmm. She's trying to blend in. She's trying to blend in big time.
No, I can't play that because it got the music.
Yeah.
Let me find that one video here. Where's it at? Oh, yeah, here.
Jennifer sounds like she has a nose blockage.
Here we go. It's breaking news, guys. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Everybody ready for this one?
I guess what everybody wants to know is, why did you feel the need to bring the tampon guy? Are you too stupid to do this interview all by yourself? Also, did you have sex with Willie Brown when he was married? Is that how you really got here?
Dana, I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed.
I guess what everybody...
The voiceover, that was so funny.
She been messing with Willie's Willie.
Sorry, I had to play it. I had to play it. Yeah.
I agree with Pat Evans. Her voice is like nails going down a chalkboard. Makes you cringe every time you hear her. All of them.
I think she's one of the ones that said she was going to leave the United States if Trump won too. But Sandra Bullock, evidently she's going really bad. They're not saying what happened or anything, or she had a surgery or what was going on, but she's having to use crutches and all kinds of stuff to get along, to walk, and it's undisclosed injury. She's been going to physical therapy every day and whatnot, but nobody knows. I thought, might as well put it up there since it's big news. Yeah, I didn't know she was 60 years old. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes me feel old.
Well, that's why what's her face that played in Beetlejuice, the lady that died, she's the curly hair. She didn't want to be in Beetlejuice too because of aging. They all don't want to. You don't realize how old they are until you see something like that. It announces their age, or because we already know what one of the Baldwins is doing. He can't obviously be in it.
And we have this has been going. She did this CNN thing, exclusive, and they're releasing clips of this and that and different things that she said and whatnot, but there's parts missing. They've released a transcript, but there's a bunch missing, and everybody's wanting to know what was cut out. And when doing these, they're going to agree, well, I want to go over the whole thing again, and if I see something that doesn't look good, then I want it cut out. And that's probably what happened. Her people looked at it and said, oh, she looks bad, let's cut this part out. Yeah, 18 minutes is a lot, though. That's a lot to be cut out.
That is a lot.
And
Well,
this
first of all, that type of interview should have been live. Let's put that out there right now. This is all about BS liberal crap run by News Network and all these other affiliates. It's a big
Should be raw, live and raw, unedited. You know.
Yep.
Well, the first thing that's wrong on it is you don't ask a question. You build the person up and then ask the question. There shouldn't be no bias in it. It should be ask the question and that's it. Oh, you did such a wonderful job and did this and you heard this and that and the other, and what do you think about that?
Right. We're watching a bad movie to wake
You
up.
sound better now, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
I forgot to switch in the settings on here to the regular internal mic because I didn't pull the other mic out. So.
And we kind of seen this part of the interview, and this is what I'm talking about. When she asked the question,
generally speaking, how should voters look at some of the changes that you've made, that you've explained some of here in your policy? Is it because you have more experience now and you've learned more about the information? Is it because you were running for president in a Democratic primary? And should they feel comfortable and confident that what you're saying now is going to be your policy moving forward?
she's answering the question before the question. You ask the question. That's it. You don't put a spin on it to make her look better than she is. And then we get this answer.
Dana, I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed. You mentioned the Green New Deal. I have always believed, and I have worked on it, that the climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time. We did that with the Inflation Reduction Act. We have set goals for the United States of America and by extension, the globe, around when we should meet certain standards for reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. As an example, that value has not changed.
What?
See, it's another word salad.
What other deadline would there be than time? and some of the question never got answered. And then, oh boy, yeah. And I've had this guy up on here before, so I'll go ahead and just. He's watching, the rally down in Savannah.
She's doing that shit again. She said, "Of George," and she said to my sisters, "Why are you talking like that? You don't even fucking talk like that. How are you guys not offended by her? How is this not offensive?"
68 days to go until this election. 68
And they clapped. And what else you got, babe? What else you got, babe? What else?
spent your time here, sacrificing all your other
That voice
obligations
sounds
to
like
be
it's
here
exhausted. It
together.
sounds like it doesn't even want to be in her body.
Right?
Then what separates us? And I
What is
thank
that?
you for taking that.
This
I
guy
have
is
nothing in common with you whatsoever. Fucking ever. I can't relate to you at all.
Speak truth. And one of
Oh!
the things that we know
Oh, she got some soul in her now.
until the very end.
True.
Okay?
So,
So let's
this is what she likes to do
to the polls because we are running as the underdog.
in these streets, right?
And we have some hard work ahead of us. But we like hard work. Hard work is good.
There she is. There she is with soul in her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
Shazam!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, brother.
We had I think we had dance here yesterday. Yeah.
Did you have JD? Yeah, you did have him. That's right.
Yeah, he spoke at the firefighter thing. Union. And people from like all over came, Texas and everything. So
Oh, this is scary stuff. Scary stuff. This is
I need my blankie. Hold on.
really migrants caught attempting to board school buses filled with children in Southern California.
Yeah, that is super scary. What?
I'll go ahead and play it here.
And now to a developing story out of the East County tonight. 2 school bus routes in the Hamul Dolzura Union School District were interrupted for 2 straight days after several migrants tried to board school buses. Our Sarah Legre has the story tonight.
Well, yeah, there have been 2 migrant encounters in the past 2 days involving school buses and young children here at Hamul Dolzura USD. Now, no one was injured and all students are safe, but parents are angry.
Your initial shock is you're helpless.
It's practice night for Nicole Cardinale and her son Apollo. It's the ordinary, but their morning certainly wasn't.
20 illegal migrants tried to get on the bus today at one of our bus stops.
Hours earlier, she got this email letting Nicole know her 8-year-old son was aboard his school bus heading to Hamul Elementary when all of a sudden,
Really confused. He said these adults, they weren't kids. He said, but they had backpacks on, Mom, and they tried to get on our bus. He said, and there was a lot of them.
The district confirmed 20 migrants tried to board the bus Wednesday morning when it stopped to pick up students here along its B route. That's when parents and the driver stepped in, keeping the migrants at bay.
It was definitely really scary.
It also happened Tuesday along Route A, shown here in orange near State Route 94. 3 men walked along the highway trying to stop the bus to, quote, go around their group.
When they see a bus, naturally the impulse might be, this will take me to a much safer area.
Pedro Rios helps lead the humanitarian response at the U.S.-Mexico border. He says while it's unclear why the group tried to board Wednesday, heat and mountain terrain can drive a desperate response.
First and foremost, there has to be an acknowledgement by the Biden administration that asylum is a human right.
Parents like Jeremy Adams now demanding answers from the district and a safety plan to help quell fears.
We don't know who these people are. We don't know if they have any criminal history, what their background is.
Meanwhile, the sheriff's office says it's conducting an investigation and says it takes safety very seriously and are working with the school district in order to keep students and the community safe. As far as Nicole goes, she's stuck with the what ifs.
It's just scary that these kids are put into this situation. If those 20 people would have gotten onto the bus and tried to take over the bus, like these kids and the bus driver could have been in real danger.
The superintendent says she's also been in touch with the CHP along with U.S. Border Patrol. She says in the meantime, she's asking bus drivers to go to the next stop if they do encounter one stop that has migrants nearby, and then asking parents to also meet them at the following stop just to ensure safety for both the community members as well as the students.
I'm sorry, lady, you need to fix your eyebrows. It's very...
You're a little bushy.
I forgot what she was saying and focused on the eyebrows.
But all right.
But yeah, that's some scary stuff. If And just saying, if I was parents, I would get a group together to go to that bus stop.
Yep.
Right.
And make sure, nobody got on the bus except for kids.
We're going to have to do a Mad Max thing with all the school buses. But I agree with Beach Almond because they get picked up in these school buses, all different types of buses. So they probably think that that's one that's to get them, or they're even told, look for the yellow buses only. I think that's also possible also.
Okay, good. I wasn't the only one that was wigging out over the eyebrows.
Brooke Shields days are over. Yes.
The rest of them look fine. It's just, I didn't know what do they call it, microblading or whatever. They didn't flatten it out or something.
Yep.
So. But yeah, if I was the parents, it is California, so you have to bring sticks and stones, but
yep.
Make sure only kids got on that bus.
But see, even they're getting aware of what's happening, and probably regretting every bit of them wanting to be a blue.
Oh, well, see, that's the difference. It's only the cities.
Right.
And that's the way it is in most, you look at Michigan when 101 shows it, it's like majority is Trump, and then you have the cities that take over the voting of the whole state.
Wow, Miss Susan Yarsky. Wow. Your truck's been waiting for you.
And
she got a car. She got a car.
Somebody sent me this. That's in chat right now. And I thought it should be Trump should have it playing at his rallies.
Right, B? Try that in a small town.
Trump song. I can't go to the grocery store and spend less than $100 bill. I can't afford to buy new clothes. I gotta shop at the Goodwill. Might have to walk to work next week cause I can't afford the gas. I can't wait to tell Joe Biden to kiss my country ass. DJT put his life on the line to make America great again. One more round in the White House, he'll prove to us and then. All I know, I won't waste my vote when I cast it for Trump and Vance. Can't wait for this great country to give Trump one more chance. Go USA is what I say. Trump rocks and that's a fact. He'll fight, fight, fight for all our rights and take this country back. All the haters today, man, they got a lot to say, but my turn will come at last. On election day, I can't wait to tell Biden to kiss my ass. Go USA is what I say. Trump rocks and that's a fact. He'll fight, fight, fight for all our rights and take this country back. All the haters today, man, they got a lot to say, but my turn will come at last. On election day, I can't wait to tell Joe Biden, kiss my country ass.
Amen. I bet you Trump's going to be hitting her up.
Oh, yeah.
Come sing at my rally.
Yeah, that's what I said. That needs to, and I'll go ahead and put her channel up here. Let me find it here. And thank you, Chrissy, for sending me that. I really enjoyed it. And this is her channel. She's only got very little subscribers, so yeah, I think she
That's so
deserves a
helpful.
lot more. I thought that was a very good song. Be a good one to open up his rallies with. What else we got here? Oh yeah, this cute little bird here. Is Tony the bird. I think his name is Tony. Either that or the guy's name is Tony.
Tony the bird. I just subbed. She hopefully I'll.
Did you hear what he said?
We can't say it.
Oh, dang it. It didn't add it.
Here we go. Sorry.
Vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. Okie dokie. Yeah. I thought
That's
that
awesome. Excuse me.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was cute and funny at the same time. That's awesome.
I'm
gonna teach Tobias how to say vote for Trump. Give me a hot dog and vote for Trump.
Okay, let's see here. If you didn't know, Israel and Hamas set 3 days to pause fighting for the Gaza to give polio vaccines to the people or to the kids and whatnot, which I was actually pretty shocked. That doesn't mean, surrounding areas can't do anything, or I should say won't do anything. So as whenever it's supposed to start, I'm not sure when they said it was supposed to start. Sunday. It's due to start Sunday, which pauses the schedule take place at 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. And the who is involved in this too. So
don't you find that kind of suspect that they're killing each other like there's no tomorrow and they're going to pause for a shot?
Well, it's not a shot, it's the drips.
Well, whatever, but I'm
Yeah.
just like that doesn't seem to be any value of human life over there anyway. What do they?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's a full
I don't know. There's something, and that's what I said is if they're not doing anything, that doesn't mean other countries that are, already attacking them won't do something. And there's already been talk about, Iran and the other one. Oh, I forget, the Houthi or something like that.
Yemen, Houthi rebels.
Yeah, Yemen, doing something during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Israel's going to retaliate, and then it's going to be, oh, you did this when, polio was doing a thing. Yeah, there's something involved in it.
Yeah.
It's like a big purge for them. I don't know. The purge. That sounds like
And we got this also in Israel. Big commander was killed in a gun battle in West Banks. Doesn't say too much information about it. Just it's a big Iranian backed guy, one of their big main guys. So, they've already said that they're going to retaliate because of their other couple guys that they took out last week, the head guys. So again, it's gearing up to be something big. I think something's big's coming over there.
Yeah,
and there's a lot more. There's still rockets coming over and this and that. But again, where's this in the news other than me finding it in on a Israel news company?
Yep.
You don't hear about it going on. You hear about Israel attacking Gaza and going in there, or not Gaza, but Hamas, because they're in Gaza. But it's being run as, Israel's attacking the poor little country or area of Gaza. Yeah, it's what our media is. It only puts stuff, the agenda stuff,
Yep.
making it look worse than it is, and one-sided. They're doing genocide to the people and stuff like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, genocide is one-sided, where they wipe out the whole, the people all together. They don't go in and nitpick people that only have guns.
They do everybody, everything, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and found this interesting because, last week was this week too, but mosquitoes, mosquito this, mosquito that. Well, let's get back to the bird flu again. Now, I don't know if it was WHO or it was the CDC. CDC collected blood from 189 people and test their blood for antibiotics against the H5N1 strain in the 2.3.4.4. Whatever. And found out that out of those people, I think it was somewhere they said it. They don't have it on this one. Anyways, there was about 98% of the people's blood that they did test meant they could catch it. They weren't immune to.
No immunities to it.
Yeah, meant they can catch it and not so much die from it, but they can catch it. Other words saying that if it got loose, it could do major damage, which, far as I know, according to what they've said before, and this is the same company, or three-letter agency, it's all around us. It's in First of all, it's in all the birds. Second, it's in the cows. It's in the milk. It's been found in California in poopy water. So if it's all around us, and why doesn't everybody already have it?
Right.
If it's so bad that 98% of the 489 people's blood that was tested, why doesn't everybody have it right now? I don't know. It's
now.
I'm not a scientist, evidently. I can't figure that out.
Does it say in the article that if the people have had their arm candy or not?
Which kind of arm candy? There's a lot of different ones now.
Well, yeah, no, I know, but still.
Yeah, it has nothing to do. It's totally different strain than COVID.
Okay.
So it wouldn't do anything to that because it's.
But see, like they only tested so many, so why not go different areas, test a whole
Well,
bunch?
see the thing is, a lot of times, and people can say this is conspiracy things and whatnot, and I'm not assuming anything. I'm not a doctor or anything. A lot of times when blood is given, blood is taken, be it for whatever reason, some does go to government agencies, especially rare type blood.
Mm-hmm.
And they do these tests. They do it all the time, without your permission or with your permission. Because as soon as you go to the hospital and do that, it's supposed to be for, checking your blood for this or that for your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been known that some of those samples go to government agencies.
Yep.
Or world agencies now, I guess. And that's
especially if you donate blood too. You're already you're going in the system automatically.
Well, it's when you donate it, you're donating it to just not help people.
Right.
They can take a percentage and send it to those companies.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, a lot of times certain agencies will list your information. You have your social security number, your date of birth, blood type. Why? I didn't give you my blood type. Why did you have my blood type? Things like that. Yeah, it's
right.
Yeah. And like CNN has been going, seems like they're trying to roll back their agenda type stuff again to a certain extent here, and you'll see it swing really quick here.
It wasn't a huge. I don't think she moved the ball that much forward. I don't think there's a policy separation that they've created with Biden. Obviously, she gave a kind of personal defense of him.
Now, you might not like the way she answered him, but she answered him as a capable, qualified leader. And I do think she moved the ball forward a little bit. Maybe she didn't score a touchdown.
I think the two biggest issues coming out of Biden for her are the economic policies, which she clearly wants to embrace, but also the immigration policies. Dana asked her if she had anything to say about what they did for 3.5 years leading up until the back and forth this year. Completely sidestepped it, did not answer it. She goes back to her time as attorney general. But again, absolutely nothing Nothing, no responsibility, no reflection at all on the day one executive actions or anything else they did for 3.5 years, or anything she said in her previous campaign, which was to have the most permissive immigration structure. She's trying to skip a block of time at the debate. Trump cannot allow it.
It wasn't a huge, I don't think she moved the ball that much.
I get a kick out of when this guy starts talking. Their faces, like,
I know.
oh, he's going there. No.
Yep.
There's another. Oh.
They don't look happy at all. They look very confused.
Yeah.
And kind of forced of what they have to say.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs their paycheck nowadays, even them. So
They keep getting this guy to come on, and they're wanting these other ones to dispute what he's saying, but they're like,
oh,
whoops.
It's there, Pat. It's there, Pat. I'm hitting it right now on the YouTube side.
Oh, it should be. I haven't turned it off in a long time.
Maybe refresh, hon. I don't know. It's there on my side.
And I thought this was interesting. One of those interesting things. This is right up somebody's alley.
Oh my.
Sweaty corn is making it more humid.
Yeah. So now we know where Thurston's sweaty balls are coming from.
Oh my goodness.
Well, evidently Nebraska is really bad for this.
Yeah, Ohio.
They also said that soybeans is even worse. They tend to sweat and it increases the humidity in the area.
Humid.
I didn't know this was a thing. You know?
Hang on, I need to screenshot that.
CJ says, this is crazy. Been in the Midwest for 20 years, never heard it of this till this year.
Yeah, I mean,
there's more corn in Indiana.
I was like, what? This is a thing?
Oh my.
Well, it kind of does sound like this would be, you know.
Yeah.
You get corn that gets at that certain stage when it's turned into seed and but reading this article, I thought was one of the interesting things that I saw was out of all the corn we grow, 80% goes to fuel. I was like, wait a minute. We don't eat. We only eat 20%. Oh, no. The majority of it is ethanol to make ethanol, and then feed. And there's a very slim percentage of what goes to eating. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And then it goes reading further down that majority of corn that we eat comes from China and other countries. I'm like, why is that a thing?
Which is so unnecessary.
And it's because of the Biden thing. Instead of getting the oil, from the pipeline and stuff where we were getting it from, and the ground and everything in the United States. Oh, let's turn our corn into fuel, and then we'll buy our corn to eat from other countries. And that's what I got most out of it, instead of sweaty corn.
Sweaty corn.
Yeah.
Brother.
I figured that would wake up Eric there for a minute.
It gave me some good ammo, that's for sure.
No.
Boar's Head plant linked to deadly outbreak. They broke food safety rules dozens of times, says the records and whatnot. And this is in Virginia. So I don't know, and there many people died from this. I don't know exactly how many died, but there quite a bit.
I forget the number count. They said it yesterday. I forget the number count.
Yeah.
Like 40.
Linked to the deaths of at least 9 people and hospitalized of about 50 others in 18 states.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all listeria. 7 million pounds.
Yep.
Think about that. 7 million pounds of lunch meat.
Yeah, that's worse than the corn thing.
Yeah. And it makes you wonder how going to the store, you want to get some more, go get some lunch meat and stuff. And because, there's off brands that use the same plant.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's a list that you can go, and they don't have it here, but there's lists that you can check before you go shopping and stuff. But yeah, that's some icky stuff. Listeria is worse than that's worse than food poisoning, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's poopiness. I'll put it that way.
Yep.
Ooh. And that's like the lettuce, the romaine lettuce and stuff. If you ever watched there's a video that you can watch of why there's a big outbreak of stuff, salmonella and listeria on romaine lettuce, and it's from the pickers. They're out there all day long. They don't have facilities to go and use and wash up their hands and stuff after they're done. Where they're at is where they go. Be it on that lettuce or next to it or whatnot. And then it gets shipped to your grocery store, you eat it and wonder why you don't feel so good afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you watch if you go and watch that video, you'll not eat romaine lettuce anymore.
Yep. You definitely will be growing it on your own.
And this keeps popping up on the feeds and everything. And these here are, thank you. Why do you have to put music on this? These are the internet, I forget what he calls it, Skynet, or Starlink. Yeah, I might as well call it the same thing, but that he's given out for free. And I do believe this is back in May during the severe flooding in Brazil. And right now he's having issues with Brazil, with social media or with X. So they're blocking the use of Starlink after he gave thousands out for free and let them use it for free for that time period. And now there's issues with free speech and stuff. They don't like the fact that there's free speech in Brazil. So they have to get rid of X, and they're blocking it, and they're blocking, you know, Starlink and stuff like that. Pretty bad when countries don't like that, when people can speak up for themselves. Let's see what
Sorry,
else
I
we
was
got.
muted because my neighbor's dog keeps on barking.
And now it is time, since we haven't done it for a while.
Ooh.
What lives today in history?
Yay!
And today in history, August 30th, 1967, Senate confirms the appointment of Thurgood Marshall as the first black justice on the Supreme Court. And boy, that's an old picture. 1905, baseball great Ty Cobb made his major league debut for Detroit Tigers.
Cool.
Look at them old mitts. I used to have one of them a long time ago.
Finger mitts.
Yep.
I think it was Joe Thorpe or something like that. He was a major league pitcher. 1916, on his fourth attempt, explorer Ernest Shackleton successfully returned to Elephant Island in Antarctica to rescue 22 of his stranded crew members who had survived on the barren island for 4.5 months after sinking of their ship, the Endurance.
Wow.
1941, during World War II, German forces approaching Leningrad cut off the remaining rail line out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
That old pipe, I remember that pipe.
Mm-hmm.
1945, U.S. General Douglas MacArthur arrived in Japan to set up Allied occupation headquarters. 1963, the hotline communications link between Washington and Moscow went into operation.
The red phone.
Oh, I remember this. In 2005, a day after Hurricane Katrina hit, floods 80% of New Orleans. Looting continued to spread, and rescuers in helicopters and boats picked up hundreds of stranded people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a doozy there.
Yes.
And that's when the media first started showing bodies floating and stuff.
Yeah.
That was going on with Katrina. Oh boy. In 2021, United States completed its withdrawal from Afghanistan, ending America's longest war with the Taliban back in power, as Air Force transport planes carried remaining troops from I can't say that word, airport after
contingent of troops.
no, well, not that word. The other word I can't say on here. After watching the last U.S. planes disappear into the sky over Afghanistan, Taliban fighters fired their guns in the air in celebration after 20-year insurgency. Oh, wow. That's in 2022. Miguel Gorbachev, who, as the last leader of the Soviet Union, waged a losing battle to salvage a crumbling empire, produced extraordinary reforms that led to the end of the Cold War, died of the age of 91. Well, click here and see who was born. Oh, wow, it actually opened up. Blake Lively. Oh. Oh, that's through 25 through 30. We don't need to see those. I thought it was something else. Yeah, and we also have, let me go ahead and put this up here. And it's weird to actually see some of the younger people speaking out like this.
I'm sorry. I am so tired of the tens of thousands of just hard fours online being like, I'm voting for her because he's going to strip all of our rights away as a woman. I can do that as a mom and a da. What rights, babe? What rights? He was already president. And how many rights did you lose? 0. He's trying to protect women's rights. What do you think it is when we have men in women's sports? We have men in our personal spaces. What do you think it is when dangerous men come over the border? That's what protecting women and children is. Oh, he already said he's not going to do a nationwide abortion ban. He's not going to do it. If anything, it's going to be state by state the way it has been. And guess what? If a state, 90% of people in a state want something, I think that state should have it, even if I don't agree with it. If you don't like it, move to another state. It's very simple. Stop with the propaganda. This is why people make fun of women. Use your brain. Use your brain, babe. I'm sorry.
Use your brain. Use your brain, babe.
Yep.
Yeah. That pretty much summed it up. And like I said, it's odd to see younger people talk like this.
Yep.
Because it's usually they're stuck in their ways of whatever the media says. We follow type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So what's your weather supposed to be out today?
For me?
Yeah. Well, both you guys.
Well, oh, you might want to mute Eric. Very loud television. There you go. Don't want to get copyright claim from certain people. Today is beautiful. I actually I'm in sweatpants and a sweat coat today. 60 degrees out right now.
Must be nice.
It's going to be a high of 73. Well, sorry, excuse me, 68. Feels like 68, but a high of 73. We're not going to get rain until...
High of 73?
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Tomorrow we're going to have... It's going to be 80, Saturday and Sunday. And rain on late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, but then the cloud coverage is going to hang out for the whole weekend, so...
Yeah. It's...
I'm going to be probably high of 93 and hot, soupy, wet mess. That's about
Yep.
it.
Well, actually, we might even be hotter than you. It's supposed to be 98 today.
Yeah. You guys are roasting over there in the mid.
It actually didn't. I don't think it got below 75 last night for low.
Wow.
Here. Yeah, it's been hot, and we're supposed to get rain.
It went right around you again, right?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't look at the cloud pattern or anything, but I was like, where did it go?
I'm in sweatshirt and sweatpants. I'm cold. My coffee get cold real fast out here.
Must be nice. Oh, 70 degrees, I'd be out in the water.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I'm waiting for.
Everybody was at the beach yesterday because the water was warmer than what it was outside. Yesterday was cold too.
Yeah.
Our grass is crunchy. Yep. Our grass is kind of crunchy too because we haven't had a lot of rain. When we do get it, it's like where I am, I'm closer to the coast. So like I'm the dot here, but then it goes right around 90% of the time. So I don't know. Rub it in crazy. Sorry. But the triple E thing, besides the gentleman in New Hampshire that was only like in his early 40s that died from it, he was very healthy. We had a lady that was in her 30s in this county, had it before she got confirmed that she had it the night before they sprayed. So I haven't heard any update on how she's doing, but yep, they've been spraying. The planes were all around, so it stinks.
Jennifer up there talking about frost.
The cold air from Canada is coming down. Like you'll be getting it real soon. It's coming.
No, not here. It's not. That's on your guys' end, not our end.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Rubbing
it's supposed to be really cold tomorrow and Sunday. It's going to be 85 and 86.
It's very windy today too. Again, yesterday was windy. Gotta go left, right, right, left.
Sweaty hot mess.
Sweaty.
I sick of it.
Okay. Now I'll probably get in trouble for playing their stuff, but I'm gonna play it anyway. And let me go ahead and dang it. Share. There we go. And
sharing is caring.
It's time.
Oh boy.
You guys in trouble today. If you're not hungry now, you will be.
Okay, if you have to play,
All right.
then
Now, let's cut up this rib roast. And generally, your butchers will take a bandsaw to these things, but you can take your old hickory and you get right down between those bones, and you want to cut a full bone width of these rib steaks right here, just like that.
really?
Man.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh.
Now, I'm sure you know by watching us over the years, rib steaks, ribeye steaks, bone in, no matter what you call it, just about the best eating off of beef you can eat. Take a look at that. Oh, man.
No, I don't want
And when you
Gonna
buy a
make a little
roast like
steak.
this, you're going to save a lot of money, too. So you cut your own steaks out of a rib roast like this.
Yep, you do.
This guy
Take a
can't
look at
cut
that.
straight, but
Oh, baby. We're going to be eating
It's okay.
good
It all
tonight.
goes in the same place. He doesn't have to cut it too straight. That's
And
a
we
good.
got a small steak there left for some snacking.
some snacking.
Oh, yeah. Are you getting hungry or what? Oh, yeah. All right, now what we want to do, of course, is season these rib steaks up. You can do it the way you like, but a little good cooking oil, both sides, cover it well, like that. Now, if you know all about preparing steaks, of course, you can use that fast forward button right there in front of you. But yeah, we got the time, like I said. If you got the time, just kick back, grab a cold one peanut butter sandwich, because we're going to cook these rib steaks on the grill right in front of you. Good. Let's set a little bit of oil. This will give us a nice sear edge when we cook these steaks on the fire.
I'm going to say, just rub it in the oil that's on the board.
Yep.
Now, of course, you got to season your steaks. You season them hard. That gives you a texture on the outside of these steaks. You know about that, right? And we're hitting these with SPG.
Oh, I love their SPG. I love it.
Coat them good. All right. Rib steaks have been seasoned. And now we're going to go direct over medium heat. We're not going to go higher than that because these are thick cut pieces of rib steaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to cook them evenly, kind of slow first. Then we got our snacking steak. We're just going to wait a little bit, warm it up. Yeah. Put the cover on. Lord heavens.
Right leg? Like said, this guy is like the meat ASMR.
All right. About 10 minutes has gone by. Let's check on these rib steaks. I'm going to give them a flip. Got a little sear going on. They said we're cooking them as a roast.
Nope, I want to milk. Get too
Maybe a
much.
sear mark on there.
Just smack in the middle.
Check back in a little bit. All right.
Oh,
I bet
Let's check on these steaks.
Oh boy.
Now we're direct over medium heat. We got a little flame, so we're going to move them indirect for a while because they're rare on the inside.
Yeah, wow. Where's your hot gloves, dude? Because you don't want to poke anything into the steak because you'll let all the juices out.
Fucking 5-star steakhouse right here. All right. And throw on that snacking steak right there for a little bit.
Snacking steak.
Check back. A few more minutes. All right, I'd say that snacking steak is done. And pull it off the flames. And while we're waiting for those rib steaks to cook, we're going to have a little bit of this.
Oh boy.
Cuts like butter, medium rare.
Oh,
yes.
That looks good. Really hope y'all ate this
And
morning.
of course, we do apologize for eating in front of you like this. But
Yeah,
that's
right.
Pitmaster.
Yeah, right.
Now we got some more sides. We got some mushrooms, onions.
Oh.
I like how everybody comes out of the woodwork and comes out and grabs meat off the cutting board.
That's right. They smell it all cooking. They're coming.
And through the miracle of time, these rib steaks are done.
Yes,
now,
they
we
are.
like to cook ours internally to about 125 to 130 degrees, medium rare. But you cook them the way you want. Now, we're going to take them off the grill and let them rest. That allowed all those juices to re-permeate this movie. But you know about that, right? I said, we'll let them rest 10, 15 minutes.
Right, Jonathan?
All right. These rib steaks are ready to cut.
I'll take the one on the end.
Mm-hmm. Think we'll be fighting for that one.
Take a look at that.
Oh.
Ooh, I like it. I like that color.
This is what it's all about, right?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Just like butter. It's not good bone right
Surprised you
there.
hadn't said it. We'll be eating good tonight, Martha.
Right? What was going right with the music, yeah? Yummy.
This here would cut with a butter knife. You don't need an old hickory in this one.
You can tell it's like
that. Look great on sandwiches.
His voice has gotten. Oh, look at that. Now, you know what? That's what my
Take a
roast.
look at these potato bombs. That's it.
Oh.
You stuff them with cheese you like, or whatever you want. Here's one stuffed with those sausages. Perfect size for these rib steaks.
What?
Let's cut another. See how that bacon is wrapped around there?
That is definitely a fully loaded potato.
Potato bombs, barbecue pickles. You definitely gotta check them out.
Look how good them potatoes look.
You grabbed a big old piece. He's like,
That's not going to last long.
oh no.
See, I'd fit right in good with these guys. I got the beard and everything.
Beard and all. Yep.
Oh, man.
Those look so good.
Before and after. Oh, there's some left?
Shake your tail, feather Martha. Let's shimmy, shake and boogaloo.
Perfect music.
So the next time you're looking for a recipe for your pit, check out barbecuepitboys.com.
Oh, boy.
And you know what? If anybody has any gluten-free problems, like you have to be gluten-free, their seasonings are all gluten-free. The butcher shop down here sells all their stuff.
Yeah, which I never understood why they even call it gluten-free. It's just salt, pepper, and garlic.
Right.
Why
Well,
do you have to have it's gluten-free.
right. No, but some seasonings, they do put like a filler in it so it doesn't
Oh, yeah.
dry
Yeah.
out. That's why it's not gluten-free, because
But
it's
a lot of times you'll see that they'll have
Lake, you would never
100% vegan.
What?
And it's a potato or something like that. Duh.
It's a vegan chicken. Lake, Bigfoot is going to be cooking like crazy after watching them. Oh, I've since the day
Oh,
they
you haven't
started.
subscribed to them? Oh,
I
man.
know. What? What?
They have some good stuff.
You
Their beer can burgers. Oh,
Mm.
man.
Oh my goodness.
They do pizza, all kinds of stuff. Oh, man.
You're going to want to go get a smoker after watching that, all this stuff. Bigfoot's already subscribed, she said. He didn't tell you.
Yeah, oh, man. They got some good stuff.
And it's everything they cook is like super simple ways of cooking. It's just they show how to cook it, the right way. It's just so good. Oh,
Yeah. And more than likely, I have to go back there and cut that out. So
The
you
music.
guys watching live will get to see it.
Mm. You know what you should do for some of them? Put up the CC for it. So when you mute it,
it doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you mute it, during a live, at least shows what they're saying most of the time.
No, it's YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right.
If it was another channel, then you get away with that. Not another platform rather.
Like Josh makes the best meats on the grill. That's why he's been over there subbing without me. Well, guess what? You can surprise him. Don't tell him you subbed, right? And pick a recipe and go cook it. Be like, compliments to the barbecue pit boys, and he'll be like, what?
Make this bigger.
Hey, gang, I got to bounce, so y'all have a good day. And
yeah, I'm getting ready to call it here.
Everyone in chat, stay hungry. Gotta stay hungry. And watch out for the shreddy corn. Okay.
Yep.
Very important.
And Eric, watch out where you're bouncing to, man.
Well, that could be a problem. So
don't bounce too high.
Bye.
Bye.
And with that,
oh, I like it. I'm all on the bottom.
We will call it a night or a day. It's not nighttime yet. I'll probably be on later tonight at normal time, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I was just one will be live. I haven't heard from him since what was it? Friday or Saturday?
Yeah.
Like that. And let me go ahead and put our verse for today up.
Yes, please.
There we go. I actually had to blow it up because it was a really small image this time. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. Psalms 18:28.
Amen.
And with that, I'll leave you guys with a blessing for today, and we'll catch you later. God bless.
Love you guys. Have a safe weekend. Happy Labor Day. Woohoo. Peace out.
Stay cool or warm for some people.